Okay, guys. So today I'd like to talk about what's in my wallet, what I think probably should be in your wallet, and what I think you can do to help you with saving money, weathering this economy right now. A lot of people are having a hard time weathering this economy. And I'm going to give you some tips and tricks and some different things that will help you just get through life because it's so bad right now. I kind of I've been trying to be a kind of a gentle hand about things. I've been gentle handed about things, trying to push you along. And I haven't really been getting down to the brass tacks of everything. What can we really do to stop this economy, to help us hedge this inflation? How can we help ourselves get past this terrible economy of ours, and what can we actually do? Uh, well, let's just talk about credit cards. Let's talk about us as people, and as a prepper society, and what can we do to help with that? So first off, I think it'd be about time for me to show you what's in my wallet. And I'm gonna show you four credit cards that I just recently had did away with. Okay, I just recently did away with these guys. Uh, well, the one a card I just did away with, and I just you probably would wonder why, but was the Capital One Saver One card. That's the orange card. That's the Saver One. Back whenever I got this Saver One, it was the no annual fee card. The Savers one had the annual fee. The Saver One had no annual fee at that time, so it's a no annual fee card. Well, I got rid of it because it was 29.9% interest, and I was like, that's ridiculous. I said, forget you, Capital One. What's in my wallet? Well, it's not Capital One. Uh, the next one would be the Revel card. This has not actually been too bad of a card, but it went up to 26.9% interest. But they really are an excellent company. It's their company, National Bank. They pretty much send you a lot of stuff like the Fit card and a lot of different these little junk card offers and stuff like that you get in the mail. You pretty much get it from this bank. But I gotta admit, this had a 26.9% interest, but still that's ridiculous. I mean, I was like, no, 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 no. And on top of that, if it had come with no benefits and perks. It had nothing, no benefits and perks. Where at least the Saver One, if I eat out at places, which I'm not doing a lot, at least it gave me 3% cash back. You say, well, I had no annual fee. Well, it still had a 30% interest rate. So if I did accidentally carry a balance or anything else, I got hit with a 30% interest rate or 29.9% interest rate, and it was ridiculous. I said, nope, that's got to go. This guy here, which is one you probably thought I would never get rid of, which was my Lowe's card. I've canceled all these cards. This guy here, my Lowe's card, I canceled it. It was giving me 5% cash back on all my purchases at Lowe's Hardware. It was through Synchrony Bank, and I decided to do away with it because it had 31.9% interest. Now there was special no interest things where I could do something for no interest for 6 months and so on and so forth. Well, I did not like that. I didn't care. At 31.9% interest, I decided you got to go. And so there went Lowe's. And then the last one, I think we kind of know these people. They're the same people that sort of does Mission Lane and some of these other junk credit cards. Uh, but this one right here actually would start out pretty cool. All these credit cards. Let me be straight about this. All these credit cards here. This one right here. It had all these special things. The Lowe's. It had all these special things, and it was at 19% interest. This guy right here was 18.9% interest. My Capital One, well, it was 18.9% interest when I first got it. My Revel card was at 18% interest or 17.9, something like that. With the first year was 0% interest. So all these guys started out like the Saver card started out at 0% interest for 6 months, stuff like that. And then this guy here, he used to be something like 15.9% interest. now he went up to 33.94% interest, something like that. After all that, I was like, why did you do that? Because it was originally $1,000 card. No, it was originally, yeah, it was $1,000 card. They gave me 2,000 by the time it was said and done. But I said, bye. You got to go. So let's see what's actually in my wallet here. Why? And you're going to be surprised at this, but you're going to be surprised what's actually in my wallet. But I'm going to show you what's actually in my wallet. I got to be a little careful because I do have stuff. Those are not active, but I do have stuff here. So what's actually in my wallet? And I'm just showing you right here. This is my wallet. Well, so anyway, so Members Credit Union. That's my debit card, my credit union card. So and my next card is a Firm. Good old Firm. It's a Firm card. I could just basically, if I want to buy a chainsaw or anything else, I can do a Firm. If I don't have the money, but it's still pretty cool. Maybe I want to get us a brand new tires or something like that. I'll put it on Firm. Pretty cool. And then here's what's going to kind of kick you. You're going to kind of wonder why on God's green earth am I with this company here, and why this company is my company that I'm dealing with now. Well, believe it or not, it's actually the Capital One 5 times card. All right, this gives me 5% cash back. None of them give me 5% cash back. Now I do admit it comes with an annual fee of $95. But if I use it just to buy my gas, my groceries, and standard stuff, and I pay it off in full every month if I pay it off in full every month and I don't carry no balance, I'll get it's 5% cash back. So I figured it up with the 95% thing. It would be 165. No, it was $155 a year that I can gain cash in my pocket. Second thing is, because when you have Credit One, now this is Credit One. When you have Credit One, whenever it comes to that 95 due, now get this though, that's just in your first year. Now the next year, here's what I did, and this is what I did for my other Credit One. You call them and you tell them, I do not want my credit card no more. I want to cancel it. They'll say, oh, hold on. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hold on. Don't do that. What they'll do is they'll say, let me give you a 95%. Let me give you 12.99% cash back. So that meant 12.99% interest. So it's got 12.99% interest, not some 30% interest, so on and so forth. And they'll say, hold on a minute, we're going to waive the annual fee. You can do this every year, and they'll waive the annual fee every year when your annual fees due, and you'll keep a 12.99% interest. 12.99% interest, no annual fee, and I get $250 cash back by using it to buy regular stuff, nothing stupid, no guns, no ammo, no prepping supplies, just regular stuff that I normally would buy. I get an extra $250 a year by using this card. Now you got to take away the teller fees of that, so you pay 3% cash back towards your fees of going to gas stations like that. They charge you 3% because that's what they pay. Okay, now here's another kicker. All right, here's the other one. This is my next one. This is my Credit One American Express card. I've had this guy for a pretty good while. I like this little guy. And the thing about him is, with their Credit One, he gives you 3% cash back on everything. All right, up to I think it's 3% cash back up to $1,000, and then it's 1% cash back on everything. Well, basically, and it has the 12.99% interest also. Okay, so basically, you call them up. I want to cancel my thing, and then you can do that every year when your annual fee comes due. I want to cancel, so if you got a zero balance, you can do that to them, and they'll give you. You won't pay no annual fee. You get 3% cash back with a 12.99% interest, and you can do that on both your cards, on how many ever cards they offer you, and they'll give you a $200 line increase every single year, so you'll get an additional $200. Okay, so now you probably are wondering. So that's what's in my wallet, and then I think I actually just have, if I'm not mistaken, in my wallet here. Yep, I got $1 bill. I got a $1 bill. I got other cash, but I got a $1 bill, so I have actual cash, which I need to put more money, actual money in here. And then I've also got my concealed carry permit and my driver's license and stuff like that. So that's what's in my wallet. Now, let me explain to you a real quick thing here about what you need to do and how you need to do this to be able to afford this economy. How can you afford this economy? Well, I'm gonna tell you like it is with gas. Don't do nothing stupid like go out here and get some kind of Sam's Club membership. Don't go do nothing stupid like that. Don't go out here and get no stupid thing that's gonna figure out a way to save a few cents on gas. Just shop and get your gas. I got gas today at the Valero station. It was $3.99 a gallon. But other places I've been around, it'd be $3.15 a gallon. Stuff like that. It hovers around $3.15, 4.15, 4.07, $3.99. I was at the Valero station down, and that's probably where I'll stop every Sunday when I go to church. I'll probably stop there every Sunday to get my gas down at that Valero station for $3.99 a gallon. And you really can't beat that, $3.99 a gallon. Okay, but here's the thing: you need to not buy your gas. You need to buy your as far as gasoline goes. Think about this: every time you crank up your car, you are essentially burning gas. Okay, and every time you drive a mile, you're burning gas. So the ideal is not to burn the gas running up down the street, going over here and eating out places and going around and doing this and that and everything else and going here or there. I'm not telling you to be a complete hermit, but I'm just saying, think about it. If you're only going out just for that one reason, to go eat out, then you're burning the gas to go to that place, to go eat out. So pretty much focus more of your main use for gas on going to work and coming home, going to work, coming home. Now, if you're going to the grocery store and you want to eat out when you're out at the grocery store, I understand you just got through the grocery store. You don't feel like coming home and fixing food and stuff like that. Grab you a bite to eat at McDonald's or something. Okay, I kind of prefer for you to eat local, but that's another thing for another day, topic for another day. Now, what I would like for you, now, as far as cell phones go, as far as anything to do with our little buddy, the cell phones. So if you're going to do anything with that, I would recommend pretty much looking into Straight Talk or going to Cricket. You can go to Cricket for like they got $55. That's like $60 with if you with that's 50 gigabytes hotspot, 50 gigabytes hotspot, and then it's 50 gigabytes hotspot. It's unlimited talk, text, and internet, and I mean truly unlimited, no throttling, totally unlimited plan. Now, if you get the if you get the totally unlimited plan, if you get the totally unlimited plans through some of the other ones, Straight Talk has a totally unlimited plan at $60 a month with it's like $60 a month with your or $62.50 or something like that with your thing. But the good thing about Cricket is you can kind of add line, so it's like $20 to add each line. So yours might be 60, but then you add a line, and then it goes to 80. Then you add another line, it goes to like 100. Then you add another line, it goes to 120. Then if you add tax, it equals out to 130. So if you want to do all that, you can. That's entirely up to you. That's what I would personally do: is go to Cricket, go to Straight Talk, look for a cheaper phone plan because it's costing you a lot of money. Another thing too is unplug things. Okay, power right now is so expensive. Okay, so unplug as much as possible. Unplug. If you don't need it, unplug it. I mean, unplug what you don't need. Turn off the power. Turn off the lights when you don't need the lights on. If you got little night lights spread around your house, well, that's still watts. It's costing you power. Turn them off. Turn off what you don't need in power wise. Okay. Another thing you can do is look at just every way you can save in the grocery store. Now, what I mean by saving in the grocery store, I don't mean, for God's sakes, don't eat like trash. But I'm just saying, when you eat breakfast in the morning, you don't have to have eggs, bacon, biscuits, and all this and that, a full big breakfast. Not unless you just want that stuff. That's entirely up to you. But but you can do something like a bowl of oatmeal. Just get a bowl of oatmeal and have a bowl of oatmeal for breakfast. And there's nothing wrong with that. Make it with milk. And then add your protein to it, and then have a bowl of oatmeal with 4 pieces of toast, and there you go. You've got breakfast. That will save you a lot of money. It's $4 and I think 44 cents for a big old thing of oatmeal. All right, so cook your oatmeal. Make a whole big old thing of oatmeal. $4.44. Make a nice big pot of oatmeal. Secondly, make you a big pot of. You can do eggs. Eggs, they're really relatively cheap. You can make eggs, and if you make eggs, it can be relatively a pretty cheap item to buy, and it's not going to cost you that much money to do the eggs. All right, so you could 4 pieces of toast, 4 eggs. There's breakfast. Maybe not even 4 eggs for some smaller people or ladies or something like that, but or 4 eggs, 4 pieces of toast. You're not out very much money on the eggs part. So think about ways you can come out cheaper. And remember this: if you buy the name brand, let's say you buy Jolly Green Giant, and just using vegetables as a thing, but let's say you buy a Jolly Green Giant, and it has a can of Walmart can right next to it. You can save 5 cents by buying the Walmart brand. Okay, so by buying the Walmart brand, you're saving 5 cents. But I about guarantee that what happened was, and I've been and worked around these kind of factories before. What they do is they put a label on there. It says Jolly Green Giant, but the can that says Walmart brand was made by Jolly Green Giant, and they just put their sticker on that can. There you go. You save 5 cents by buying the Walmart brand, but the Walmart brand is no more different than the Jolly Green Giant brand. Okay, you get it? And I'm telling you, you can go right now. Look, go back. If you don't believe me, go right back to the shit. No, don't believe me. Go back and look at it right now. Look at it right now. Go right back to the shaving section. The men's where you get your shaving cream at. Pick up a can of Colgate shaving cream, and then pick up a can of Walmart shaving cream, and tell me the cans are not identical. One says Walmart Equate brand. The other one says Colgate. Gillette. Sorry, Gillette. So one says like Gillette, the other one says Walmart brand, but they're both is identically the same thing. I'm telling you. So if you look at it, you can save money. You don't have to buy Kingsford charcoal. You can buy the Walmart brand charcoal. Save 5 cents or nickel or dime. Every nickel and dime matters. You do that for 25 items, a nickel, a dime, 50 cents, a dollar. By the time you get to the register, you save $35 or $40 by the time you get to the register. Okay? So I'm not telling you, for God's sakes, to eat cheap and don't take care of your health and so forth. I'm not telling you to do that. What I'm telling you is just think about ways you can save cash in every way possible. All right? Weather out this storm in any kind of way possible. If you need a new lawnmower right now, I would say probably your best bet would be to get a reel mower, REEL, a reel mower, if you can do that. Now, that's not in everybody's thing, but just get, like, say, a reel mower. That way you don't have to use gas. You got it, something that's not going to actually break down on you. It has no mechanical needs. But you do need to do something called backlapping and taking care of your reel mower, making blade adjustments, which is something that happens. And you do clean and oil the reel mower. But look into that if you have to. If you got a lawnmower that works just fine, run it and keep it and take care of it as long as you possibly can. Take care of your stuff as long as you possibly can. I just seen this stupid video today. A lady says, things I'm cutting out that I don't need, so on and so forth. And then she told some stuff, and I'm like, that's a smart idea. And she told another thing, I was like, that's a good idea. It said, oil changes. Oil changes used to cost me It used to cost me $80. Now my oil change is $200. I'm cutting that out, and I'm like, good idea. Cut out your oil changes. Yeah, you don't need no oil changes. Forget all about that stuff from now on, and then you will be paying the price bigger for not doing oil changes on your car. Good idea. So she's gonna be frugal and cheap and not pay for oil changes on her car. I think we kind of know how this is going to go, don't you? It's going to go very, very bad in the future when she has mechanical engine breakdown and failure. So think about that. Take care of your stuff. All right. If this shirt right here I got on, you see me wear it a lot. And probably because it's really one of my most favorite shirts, but this shirt I got on right here. All right. It's about a $12 shirt. And, it wasn't so expensive, but now it's about a $12 shirt. So this shirt here was about $12. All right. But I can take care of it. And I do take care of it. It's one of my favorite shirts. I got a green one I wear, everything else, but I just love these shirts. They remind me so much of the older version of Carhartt for some reason. Back when I used to really, really love Carhartts. So I love this shirt. Okay. And $12, but I can take care of it. I don't have to do things. I'm changing mechanics or doing things outside underneath the hood of my car in my nice shirt. I don't have to be doing things that's nasty or something in my nice clothes. These jeans I got on, they're not cheap. These jeans I think were like $35 or $40 at a Tractor Supply Company. I don't wear them for doing dumb junk. I don't do dumb junk in these pants. All right, I wear these pants generally out looking nice and basically everything else. But when I come home and I got nasty work to do, I put on dirty clothes, dirty shoes. I change my shoes to things that work shoes, stuff like that. When I gotta do yard work, when I gotta get out here and get down and dirty, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting down and I'm getting dirty. Okay. And I'm not using clean, good clothes for doing that, getting down and dirty, okay? That's how you do it. That's how, all right, save your stuff. Take good care of your stuff. The stuff you have, the clothes, if you get stains in your clothes, something like that, get, something to get some stain remover. They sell it just like spot treatment. You can spray it right on there. The Walmart brand works just fine. It costs $2 a bottle. Spray it right on there. Wash it off. You can switching over from that subject, you can switch over to something. Look for it in a bag. I made a video about it in the past. I don't want to go get a bag of it, but I got like a bunch of bags of it. But you just go buy big bags. You can buy bags of Foca. Foca. You go like right there where all these jugs are for doing your laundry. Go down to the end. There's a bag section down there. And in the bags is powdered stuff. Now they have high efficiency wash machine stuff, and then in the Foca they got a little bottle. Now, but if you have a high efficiency thing, now I kind of recommend Ariel. It's called Ariel. I kind of recommend Ariel for like being more like Tide. If you got really dirty, deep down dirty clothes that you got to get clean, I recommend using Ariel instead. So get a small bag of it and get a kind of a smaller bag of Foca. All right, they will save you a lot of money. You only need about one scoopful. If you got a high efficiency wash machine, just pour it right directly into the wash machine or a side washer. Just pour it right directly in there and let it go to work in there doing its thing, and it'll be just fine. Trust me, my mama uses it all the time. Her high efficiency wash machine. So it's you can look at ways, any kind of way you can cut out the middle. You cut out the small things, the big things, the little things, everything else. And the biggest thing I would say do is try not to go places. All right, if you're down at Walmart and they have, let's say, a water jug down there for sale, and that water jug is $12.99. It's something, that's a water cooler drinker thing that I use down at work, water cup. So it may be $12.99, but it would normally retail price for $30. Okay, if you don't need it, Do not buy it. It makes no sense. Quit over consuming. You do not need a new cover for your cell phone unless you absolutely really do need a new cover for your cell phone. I just got one not too long back. People said, "Well, did you change phones?" I said, "No, I just changed covers." All right, and because I had a couple guys had to repair my charger port, and they said, "Did you change phones?" I said, "No, I just changed covers." Okay, I just changed covers. Okay, so if you don't need it, don't buy it. But I actually needed to change covers because mine was literally tearing apart. Okay, if you don't need it, don't buy it. Okay, you do not need it. Do not buy it. Do not go around and taking and putting things on credit cards and doing stuff like that. Do not use these stupid junk right here. Do not use this stupid junk right here for any kind of reason that you do not need. These things are killing you. These things are killing America. These things are the worst junk that is killing America more than anything else right now. These people are paying out their nose. If you got a credit card like this one, and this thing had $5,000 credit limit, if you got that, and you got a $5,000 credit limit on that thing, and you maxed it out buying, I don't know, a $4,000 lawnmower, and then maybe some grass seed and so on and so forth, and they approved it. Yeah, sure, you can approve it up to $5,000. Okay, so, oh yeah, you got that for 0% interest for 24 months, and then that 24 months expires, and you still haven't paid nearly enough money. So, if you didn't get that paid off, and you somehow or another got this thing still sort of maxed out at $4,000, you're paying $120 a month in interest on that card. That card rate, this card right here, it'd be, if it's maxed out at $200, you're paying about $50. About $2,000 or $3,000, you're paying about $50 a month. This one right here, maxed out $2,000 or so, not necessarily maxed out. That had a $5,000 limit on it. But if it's got $2,000, you're paying $50 a month in interest. And then this one right here, you're paying about $35 a month in interest because this one only had $1,000 on it. So let's see, let's see if I would have had all these maxed out, I'd been paying about about $100 a month there, about close to $100 a month there. That's $200. There's another one. That's $300 a month right there. Interest. All right, that's $300 a month in interest. And then we add this, is about probably $335. It's $335 in interest. That's not principal. That's interest to pay on this junk right here. Do away with these things. Pay them off. Get rid of them. I don't care what you got to do. Just don't use them. Cut them up. You say, well, I need to have them for next month. That's the problem. If you keep on using them, you'll never get them paid off, and you'll stay in that debt cycle. Get rid of the debt cycle. You got to get rid of this stuff. You got to get cleaned up. You got to get out of it. And just stay home. And don't buy anything you don't need. All right? Buy your prepping items. If you're going to buy anything, buy some extra food and put it away. Maybe buy a little bit of bullets. Buy some small stuff. And just kind of just stay home. Okay? But anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. I don't want to ramble on. Me and my little Reebok wallet. Kind of crazy, I bought a Reebok wallet. But yeah, I got a little Reebok wallet because I got tired of the thing not scanning me in down at work. I kept on trying to use my badge down at work through my wallet and wasn't doing it. So I got tired of that, and my cards kept on falling out of my leather wallet, and my chip kept on not wanting to work right. And they said leather does that. So since then, I hadn't had no trouble, so I switched over to my old Reebok wallet. I kind of like it. Could have bought it cheaper on Amazon, but I paid like $13 for this down at Walmart one night. I like it a lot. It doesn't slip out of my back pocket like my other one did too. So anyway, be good at it. Take it easy.